Hey guys, so in this video, we're going over the answers to questions 3, 4, 5, and 6 in your absolute dating practice worksheet. So, question 3 is asking a sample of wood that originally contained 100 grams of carbon 14 now contains only 25 grams of carbon 14. Approximately how many years ago was this sample part of a living tree? So the correct answer is C, 11,400 years. And here's how I did it. So I know I started with 100 grams of carbon 14 and I'm left with 25 grams. So let's see how many half lives carbon 14 would have to go through to go from 100 grams to 25 grams. So if I start with 100 grams, after one half life, I will half 100 grams to become 50 grams of carbon 14. So one half life is 100 grams divided by 2, which is 50 grams, right? So after two half lives, I should have 50 grams. So after two half lives, I'll do 50 divided by 2. I'm left with 25 grams of carbon 14. So this basically is showing me that carbon 14 will have to go through two half lives to go from 100 grams to 25 grams. Now that I know carbon 14 has to go through two half lives, I can figure out how long that is. One half life of carbon 14, according to my reference table, takes 5,700 years. One half life is equal to 5,700 years, which means two half lives should take 5,700 years times 2, which is 11,400 years. So that's why the correct answer is C, 11,400 years. So question number 4 is asking, a fossil shell contains 25% of the original amount of its carbon 14. Approximately how many years ago was this shell part of a living organism? The correct answer is B, 11,400 years ago. And here's how I did it. So I know originally the sample must have had 100% carbon 14. So to figure out how long or how many half-lives it needs to go to become 25% of carbon 14, I just did what I did in the previous question. So this is how I did it. Original is 100% of carbon 14. After one half-life, I should have half of that. So 100 divided by 2, which is 50%. So after two half lives, I should have half of 50%. So 50 divided by 2 is 25%. So to go from 100% carbon 14 to only 25% of carbon 14, it should have gone through two half lives. And how long is two half lives? One half life of carbon 14 is 5,700 years. So two half lives must be 5,700 times 2, which is 11,400 years. And that's why the correct answer is B. Number 5 is asking, how old is a bone that has 12.5% of the original amount of radioactive carbon 14 remaining? The correct answer is C, 17,100 years. And here's how I did it. So I always start with 100%, right? Originally, I should have had in that bone 100% carbon 14, but I only have 12.5% remaining. So let's figure out how many half lives that carbon 14 had to go through for only 12.5% of it to be left over in that bone. So original is 100%. After one half life, I should have half of 100%. So 100 divided by 2 is 50%. After two half lives, I should have half of that. So 50 divided by 2 is 25%. After three half lives, I should have half of 25%. So 25 divided by 2 is 12.5%. That matches what my question is asking about. So that means that for a bone to only have 12.5% carbon 14, it should have gone through three half lives. So to figure out how old that bone is, I just need to figure out how long three half lives are for carbon 14. So one half life for carbon 14 is 5,700 years, which means three half lives must be 5,700 times 3, which gives me 17,100 years. That's why the correct answer is C, 17,100 years. Finally, number 6. Explain why carbon 14 cannot be used to accurately determine the age of organic remains that are 1 million years old. So go back to your notes for this. It's just carbon 14 has too short of a half-life. It's so short that we can only date younger fossils like mastodons, right? So here are your options. You can say carbon 14 has a short half-life. You can say after a million years there would not be enough carbon 14, or if carbon 14 decays quickly, or the organic remains are too old to be dated with carbon 14, or too little of the original radioactive sample would remain. Just don't say carbon, only carbon. You have to write the number carbon 14. And that's it. Get ready for your exit ticket.